Lesson 90. To have something done. Homework. What does the structure, to have something done, communicate?
The structure, to have something done, communicates that we don't do the action ourselves, but that somebody else does it for us.
Give me an example, please.
I don't cut my hair myself. I have my hair cut by a hairdresser.
Do you clean your shoes yourself, or do you have them cleaned by someone else?
I clean my shoes myself.
What can we use instead of the verb to have?
We can use the verb to get instead of the verb to have.
Do very young children sometimes get their homework done for them by their parents?
Yes, very young children sometimes get their homework done for them by their parents.
Power. Powerful. Laptop. Desktop. Do you think governments generally have too much power?
Yes, I think governments generally have too much power.
Who do you think is the most powerful person in this country?
I think the Prime Minister is the most powerful person in this country.
Do laptops use more power than desktop computers?
No, laptops don't use more power than desktop computers. They use less power.
Save. Rescue. Protect. Spend. Do you spend all your money, or do you try to save some and put it in the bank?
I don't spend all my money. I try to save some and put it in the bank.
If you saw someone in difficulty in the sea, how would you try to save their life?
If I saw someone in difficulty in the sea, I'd try to save their life by swimming to them and helping them.
What does an old man carry to save himself from falling over while walking?
An old man carries a walking stick to save himself from falling over while walking.
Would you save any time if you used a different means of transport to come to school?
Yes, I'd save some time if I used a different means of transport to come to school.
When you close a computer program, does it usually remind you to save your work first?
Yes, when I close a computer program, it usually reminds me to save my work first.
Trade. Tradesman. Skill. Bake. Baker. Butcher. Builder. What kind of things does your country mainly trade in?
My country mainly trades in vegetables.
What do we usually mean by a trade?
By a trade, we usually mean a job that a person does mainly with their hands, and for which they need a special skill.
What's one of the best paid trades in your country?
One of the best paid trades in my country is the trade of a builder.
Close. Close. What's the difference between the words close and close?
The difference between the words close and close is that close is a verb meaning shut, whereas close is an adjective meaning near.
What's the closest you've ever been to real danger?
The closest I've ever been to real danger was when I fell off my bike.
Trip. Fortnight. If you went on a trip to New York, what would you see?
If I went on a trip to New York, I'd see the Statue of Liberty, Central Park, and the Empire State Building.
When people go on business trips, do their companies usually pay for everything?
Yes, when people go on business trips, their companies usually pay for everything.
Which would you prefer? An exciting trip to a big city for the weekend, or a quiet fortnight on the beach?
I'd prefer a quiet fortnight on the beach.
Every now and again. What does the expression, every now and again, mean?
The expression, every now and again, means...
Is it a good idea to give one's house a thorough cleaning from top to bottom every now and again?
Yes, it's a good idea to give one's house a thorough cleaning from top to bottom every now and again.
No longer. What do you do with clothes that you no longer wear?
I give away clothes that I no longer wear.
Island. What's an island?
An island is a piece of land completely surrounded by water.
Ocean. Atlantic. Pacific. Indian. Name me some oceans, please.
The names of some oceans are the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the Indian Ocean.
Screen. DVD. CD. Do you prefer to watch films at home on DVD or at the cinema on the big screen?
I prefer to watch films at home on DVD.
Do you buy CDs and DVDs more often in the shops or online?
I buy CDs and DVDs more often online.
Is it bad for your eyes to look at a computer screen for too long?
Yes, it's bad for your eyes to look at a computer screen for too long.
Produce. What does your country produce?
My country produces cars and vegetables.
Boast. What kind of things do people often boast about?
People often boast about their jobs, things that they own, etc.
Necessity. Is wearing a tie a necessity for some occupations these days?
Yes, wearing a tie is a necessity for some occupations these days.